Hello.
Yo. Oh, yo.
What was that face?
That was my voice cracked like I was a little sixth grader again. So it's like, hello.
Hi, Mom.
Can I have some pizza rolls?
Could you go to the store and get me some Proactive? Is Proactive the...
Yeah, the wipe. Yeah, the wipe.
I think so. I was trying to go for like the acne cream.
Yeah,
In
the acne.
my head, I was doing the voice from The Simpsons of like, I'm actually 35.
Oh, the sir, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, God, what's his name? It's not. It can't be teenage kid. I know who you're talking
Sir,
about.
paper or plastic?
But sir, you
I'm
have
holding
one.
up the line. My voice is
Welcome
gonna
to
be shot by the end of this.
I know we got an interview later. Hi, sir. Welcome to Krusty Burger. I can't do it.
Welcome to Krusty Burger. On to animal mutilation.
God, what other job did he do? He was always at the movie theater. He was always at Krusty Burger. Um,
He's got like 50 jobs.
he does. He's like Larry from Gumball. He's like in every store. Actually, now that you think about it, I haven't seen him in the newer season in a
Hi,
while.
welcome to my podcast where I review movies and my co-host complains a lot.
Set in the Simpson universe.
I don't know what to tell you, man. We
But
didn't
no,
do the Simpsons movie, though.
but tell the people at home what we watched today.
We watched The Return of the King, which is not the opening I thought you thought you were going to get for this episode.
Nope, but we did it anyway, so here you go.
We did something.
But no, we did the 1980 classic Return of the King, which, this is going to sound crazy coming from me, but the animation looked so much better than 77.
It was the same for me.
You thought so?
Yeah.
I didn't think so. I thought, it was, but I didn't think it was as bad. I thought it was a little polished
I
a little
hated
bit
this
better.
movie.
You hated it? I didn't mind it as much. What made you hate it?
So I've been listening to the Lord of the Rings books on Audible. I'm on. Hold on, let me double check. I either finished. Let's see. Am I on Two Towers? I think.
The Two Towers, the second movie.
Yeah, I'm on Two Towers. Why does audiobook keep doing this?
What's it doing to you?
So I'll start a book, and then it will go back to the book I finished. Before.
Yeah, it's done that. It's done that to Megan a few times when we're on the road because we'll listen to audiobooks when we're coming up to see everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's done that to her too through her car. We just thought it was because it was coming through her car.
I don't know. It keeps doing that because I'll finish the book, and then I'll start listening to the second book, and then next time I open up the app, I'm back on the first book.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But do you lose your progress with the current book, or is it just?
Sometimes.
Ooh, I hate it when that happens.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. No, I didn't like this movie. It feels like it was gutted.
I could agree with you there. Just like we talked about The Hobbit, it did feel gutted, especially because the books are so. Just like we said in The Hobbit, I think these two movies are good.
Well, I think The Hobbit was much better.
You think The Hobbit was much better?
Yeah, than 1977. I thought it was better. I do not think this one was as good because so much of the Fellowship of the Ring is not really in it.
Mm-hmm.
Two Towers isn't really in it. It's just Return of the King. That's it.
Yeah, it's just the third movie.
It's like, this is the end of the story. Suck it up, Buttercup. is all their animation budget's paying for.
I mean, pretty much they're like, oh, hey, you remember Frodo from 3 years ago? Yeah, he's 150 years old. Here's his nephew. Oh, hey, they're going on a journey. But we're going to skip 1 and 2 and go straight to 3.
The fuck are you talking about?
Remember at the beginning when we meet Frodo?
Bilbo?
Yeah, Bilbo, sorry.
He's also not 103. He's 100.
I thought he was 150.
No, they don't live
Oh.
that long. So I'm glad you said that though. So to like recap, it starts with Bilbo's birthday, turning 100, and then he goes off and lives with the elves. After, but he's not really telling anybody. Frodo's like his heir, and Gandalf has suspicions about the ring, and does research, and it was like, oh, we made a oopsies.
Here's my question though: how old is Gandalf if Bilbo Baggins is like 100? And let's just say in the movie he was in his late 20s, mid 20s.
Okay, so he's a wizard.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother having my other tab open. So he's a wizard. He is an avatar of, not really an avatar. He's like a instrument of the gods. The gods send down, like Radagash, Saruman, all of them. You good? So he's not an actual physical being.
Okay. So he's a deity to an extent.
He's basically like a demigod.
Okay.
Saruman gets corrupted and all that, so that's part of the reason. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Trust me, that was me. That was me earlier.
Sauron is like a whole different thing. He's not really physical at all. He's more like a spiritual being, especially in the books. Or yes, he'll come like in a human like form, but it has its limits. If he dies, he dies. Stuff like that. That's why he's only got 9 fingers.
Never noticed. But no. It's just, and we also went on the Gollum train, and I still.
You never noticed.
Never noticed.
What the literal fuck do you mean you never noticed? It was just like the whole blade that cut his finger, the ring off his hand, and then Aragorn had the sword reforged from Elroyd.
Yeah, the blue sword. Or the sword that glows that he had.
You're thinking of Sting.
Oh, Emma?
Yes. Those were swords that they found in the Hobbit. No, this is like the sword.
Okay, it's like an almighty sword. It's the sword.
Hold on a minute. I'm putting you with my Lord of the Rings blanket. So this is my Lord of the Rings jacket.
Okay.
So that is the sword, Devin.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it's which sword is it? Which sword is it? Aragorn's people. The line is broken after they cut off the finger, and they try to like throw the ring in Mordor. They get corrupted. All this jazz. So yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot they gutted from this movie, and I get why they did it. It's a kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting from point A to point B. You can't really have much deviation or back lore because it's for a kid.
Right.
You want to tell the story as quick as you can without killing your animation budget.
Right. I mean, I also think both movies are pretty good. Like, if you want to read the book, or if you just like, I don't want to read the book first, but what am I getting into? I think it's a good like synopsis movie, or both of them are good synopsis movies.
Yep. Hold on a second. We're getting the nerd memorabilia out today.
Oh Lord, you got some nerd memorabilia.
Yes. So this is my Lord of the Rings chess set.
Oh yeah, hey, I remember those. I got that picture popped up on my phone not that long ago.
This is my Lord of the Rings
Your
playing
deck,
card set. Yes.
nerd.
The box is pretty neat. You've got Gandalf there,
Mm-hmm.
all the little symbols. On this side, you got the eye, all that jazz, the different locations. So, now if I open this bad boy up, this is what the back of the cards look like.
Huh.
Let's see. So, Jokers. There's two different Jokers. So, there's the Fellowship,
Mm-hmm.
and then Saruman and the armies of Mordor. Yes, Devin, I know I'm boring you.
No, sorry, I'm like you. I'm like, oh.
So, there's also these cards. I assumed they were Jokers, but I guess they're not. There's the Powers Rising,
Oh, I also thought they were jokers.
and the Darkness Must Pass.
Oh.
Now, let's see. It's got some fun little things. Face cards. If I'm remembering correctly, they're supposed to. Oh, I guess they're not. I guess most of them are elves. No, the face cards are supposed to be like Hold up. I'm getting face cards out.
Hey, buddy. You come to sit by me?
No, I'm just hyper focused right now on my nerd stuff.
No, Jack just came through the door.
Okay, those are not face cards.
Hey, Lily. Hey, Lily.
Okay, I think this is all the face cards.
Okay.
Not a sponsor, by the way. I'm just a huge nerd.
Until they come this episode, be like, we'll sponsor you. Have all the Lord of the Rings stuff you want.
Sweet.
Yeah, for you. Megan's gonna be like, can I have something? I see, I like those.
Let's see. Let me go to the clubs. There you are.
Oh, cool. Mary and Sue. Was it Mary and Sue, the twins?
No.
Oh.
They're cousins, not twins.
I thought they were twins. Oh, that's pretty cool, too. Excuse me. Nice.
We're almost done.
Nice. See, I'm a sucker for the face designs.
And like each of them are like different characters and all that jazz. Yeah. Yeah, that's what a Lord of the Rings cards say. So, Devin, tell the people at home how much of a fan you are of Lord of the Rings.
I watch the movies, and that's as far as I'm going. Now, the older video games back in the day, I played, and I wouldn't mind a open world Lord of the Rings game. No.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was just like a summary of the movie, and that was pretty much it. We'll go over my notes real quick.
Go ahead. Ooh, Lily almost tore my cord out of the wall.
So I was like, has Bilbo forgotten how much he used the ring and it tempted him? I don't know. This is just like a cut and dry like synopsis movie.
Yeah, like we've said before, even with The Hobbit. Oh, let me ask you this. Which one do you think had more detail, The Hobbit or this one?
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
And the reason is they didn't have as much deviation because it was pretty much like a straight line for most of it.
Uh-huh.
I think the end was the main like deviation, but nothing like crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Singer's going a lot for Sam without any orcs nearby.
Yeah.
Sam had a whole battle over the ring in his head. Orcs and hobbits are the same size? Question mark.
I thought so too in this movie, and I'm like, because in the version we're used to, they're like big.
Yeah, like a little child.
And then, yeah, everybody was pretty much even match except the humans, and the humans just walk up. And the female girl, I was like, when her scenes came up, I'm like, who are you? I don't remember you at all.
See, the live action movies do a much better job.
Mm.
But I will say, like, even knowing her character so well, I'm like that line, "I'm no man." It was just beautiful.
I mean, it was words are hard. Poetic. But I'm just like, who's this girl? I mean,
What?
she came in, she kicked tail and made names.
Mm-hmm. The orcs and goblins look extremely similar, and it's hard to distinguish.
Yeah.
Music isn't bad.
No, it wasn't a bad music score. I think both movies didn't have a bad music score on, to be honest with you.
Speaking of, you know what? I would not be surprised if you told me was
What?
inspired by this.
What is?
Demi Winks.
Lemmy Winks? Oh, come on. You talking about that South Park joke.
You don't remember it, do you?
Lemmy Winks is when a gerbil just... gerbil went on some adventures.
Mr. Garrison's. No, sorry, Mr. Slave's butt.
He did another one, didn't he? They did some running joke where he did multiple ones, but
he also the spirits pop up in the video games.
Mm-hmm.
Can you honestly tell me that the music is not similar?
I cannot, because they are. When you say it like that, I'm like, oh god, they kind of are.
Okay, could you tell me the animation is not similar? Like the little animal outfits.
Oh god, mind blown.
Not really, but okay. There was no real Fellowship of the Ring. Aragorn just kind of shows up.
Yeah. Well, it's like you said, the movie's kind of just cut and dry, and it's like, okay. But it's like you said, I think it was targeted towards a younger audience to get them into the books.
I think it was just into the books. I think they were just like, yeah, I enjoy Lord of the Rings. I'll notice it. For some reason, this is my British voice at the moment.
Mm.
But yeah, Devin. How do you feel like rating this? First off,
Um, Part of me wants to just give it a solid 4, just because it's a cut synopsis. The animation, I personally thought the animation was a little bit more polished, a little bit better. Yeah, it had moments where it was still wonky, but this is from the 80s, so it wasn't overall bad. But I'm not going to sit here and say it was a masterpiece, but I don't want to give it nothing higher than a 5, so I'm going to say a 4.
all right, Devin. I'm gonna do something wild.
You're going to give it a perfect 10, aren't you? You're going to give it a 10.
No.
Mhm.
I'm gonna match you.
Oh, you're going to match me?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of agree with me?
I don't like comparing it to the book. I'm not a fan.
Uh-huh.
I can enjoy it though. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like it's a rainy day. Let's watch something.
Yeah, it's one of those rainy day movies.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's god awful.
Right. And I'm
We've
not going to.
seen so much worse.
We have. Dude, oh, speaking of movies, Megan was watching Paul Rudd Drag Race the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Yeah, Paul Rudd was pretty good in the movie. I'm a cheerleader." She's like, "Oh, I want to watch it." I said, "Oh, you'll enjoy it, or you'll enjoy his scenes."
Okay. I'm very confused on what you watched because it sounded like you were watching Drag Race and then Paul Rudd came up.
Yeah, Paul Rudd Drag Race, where me and Megan were watching it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, if you like him, you should check him out in his like first movie of I'm a cheerleader."
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you remember he was in the movie I'm a cheerleader. Remember he was the counselor for the boys? He's like, remember? He's like, if y'all boys don't ride go karts, no sports this weekend.
Oh, RuPaul. I'm sorry. I thought you said Paul Rudd.
None taken.
Did you say RuPaul or?
I think I also said it wrong the first time, but we're both on the same page now.
Okay. So, I'll tell you what else we've rated at an 8 out of 20.
Go ahead. I feel like it should be a lot at this point. I feel like we do a solid 4 for movies. We're like, me.
Not as much as you think, but a decent amount.
Really?
Yeah. Descendants 2, we both gave it a 4. Dungeons and Dragons, Wrath of the Dragon God,
Yeah, I remember that.
Liar Liar Vampire.
Oh.
You gave it a 6.
We gave it a 6?
You gave it a 6.
I gave it a 6?
Yeah.
Wow, I gotta go back and listen to that. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't understand your scoring system half the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I wonder if I went. I remember. I think it's because when we were binge watching through Twilight, and we were both texting back and forth, and I was like, "I'm gonna mess with him." I bet I was messing with you, because I mean, it was spoofing vampire.
Okay. Mothra, we both rated a 4. New Mutants and Sandlot 2, which you gave a 1.
I didn't like Sandlot too.
I noticed. I don't think it was as bad as you were making it, though.
I did not enjoy it.
Obviously. Devin, where can the people at home watch
Find
me
us.
suffer?
Hey, as always, guys, check me out on my podcast, the More Sports Podcast for everybody, as well as Kyle's show, the Random Hour, where it's our pop culture show, and as well as we have met with some awesome content creators and that nature. And hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you can watch the video version of all these episodes. And hey, follow us on Instagram at Rando Bucket Boys, and hey, we're on Twitter at Rando Corporal 1.
All right, Devin. Before I throw the ring into Mount Doom, what's your last words?
I honestly thought my brain was like Mountain Dew. We're gonna throw in a Mountain Dew. I want to throw the ring in Mountain Dew.
No, that's what we do with the onion rings.
Throw
One
the
onion ring to rule them all.
the one onion ring to rule them all.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, you know what's a weird thing, and this is probably gonna be my last words. I've been craving onion rings recently.